Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Your Filipina's feelings are not wrong. My channel is to help guys who are married to a Filipina or wanting to get married to a Filipina and want to know what it's like, things that I've learned that can help you stay together. So I try to go into a lot of different things here. So please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea. I want to talk about her feelings. You're going to hear some things from your Filipino wife or any wife that you have that you might not quite relate to or understand. And so it might be easy to just dismiss her thoughts and feelings as being wrong and unnecessary. But I think it's best not to look at it that way. I'll try to explain why. And leave comments here if you can relate to any of this. You're not always going to agree with your wife. I know you hear people all the time say, we get along so well. We never have any arguments. I've heard that. I just have a hard time believing it. We've been married 7.5 years. We've had tons of things we don't agree on. Maybe we feel misunderstood. Maybe they're not all that important things, but some of them are. And so it's just normal to have these disagreements. You won't always understand them, even if they tell you a few times how they feel. You just still might not understand. And again, you still start thinking, well, that must be wrong. She's wrong if I don't understand what she means. Her feelings seem right to her, absolutely 100% clear to her. So keep that in mind. I think it's important to validate your wife's feelings. And early on, try to see what she sees. At least be able to tell yourself or her, in the words that she used, what she said, what she expressed, and then hopefully you will be able to understand them. For example, we've had my wife's feelings about, working a certain shift. I'm a day person, she's a night person. That's caused a lot of trouble. I wish we had talked about. Don't know if it would have done any good or not, but it's been a big deal. When we go to bed and what time and how late. And, again, I'm an early person. I don't like staying up till 3 or 4 in the morning. That's when you get up if you're an early bird. But I try to defer to her and understand, if it's something we really just can't go either way, then I'll try to defer to her. Having a child is certainly as big of an issue as you're going to have with a Filipina. And, again, you may not understand how she feels about it, but it's probably going to be a very strong need for her. And her feelings are not wrong. You might say, well, you're such an age where it's not going to happen, or isn't it better if it doesn't? But you know what? Her feelings are her feelings, and they're there for a reason, because she's a woman and because she's another human being. How about family? You might feel like maybe she's been, just hypothetically, maybe she's been taken advantage of, giving a lot of money to a family member or 2 or 3, and then she still supports them, or she's giving money for someone that's wasting it. And you say, this doesn't make any sense. Why are you allowing that? I'm just giving examples here of things that could come up where she's got her feelings and they're not wrong. They're coming from someplace. Now she may be misguided, and hopefully in time that comes out. But I just want to caution you and myself, since I've been married since 2015, not to jump to conclusions when it comes to not being able to understand her feelings. That doesn't mean that they are wrong. My wife wanted to go to school. We had a long talk about that. We decided to do it. People conflicts, relational conflicts. Maybe you thought she would blend in really good in your country, bringing a Filipina from the Philippines to the West. And maybe there's some things she wasn't expecting. And to you, it's like, well, no big deal. I've been here all my life. Of course, it's not a big deal. We kind of expect certain behavior from people. And for somebody coming from another country, she just might have a hard time for a while. And so you always want to try to consider her feelings And they are valid. So validate her feelings and try to be patient in understanding your love beyond the sea.